field. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense about ready to go to work. And at quarterback in his 17th season now in the NFL, piloting his 9th different franchise, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He's one of those guys that's been around the block a few times in the NFL. And at this stage in his career, when he lacks in big playability, he more than makes up for it in veteran leadership, a real knowledge of the game, and being a terrific locker room presence.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's almost hard to believe that Joey Bosa is in his 6th season now with the Los Angeles Chargers. A Pro Bowler 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He led the team with 7.5 sacks in 2020. One of the great technicians as a pass rusher in the league.
3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Throwing Fitzpatrick. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his 2nd season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
About the only thing that didn't go right for Justin Herbert in his rookie season, the team's overall record. The Offensive Rookie of the Year in the NFL was the 4th rookie with over 4,000 yards passing, just 38 yards short of the rookie record set by Andrew Luck in 2012. In addition, he set the single-season record for passing touchdowns by a rookie with 31, breaking the mark of Cleveland's Baker Mayfield. This young man's potential, limitless. That's why so...
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 74 yards. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Adam Humphries deep to return. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And his throw is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. L.A. readies for its next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Herbert hooking up with Cook for an L.A. first. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. Here's Herbert. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. give it off here to the tight end. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hayden Hurst taking it in from 7 yards away. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Rosas to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Humphries. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be 2nd down. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked.
And this offensive line, as we all remember, allowed 50 sacks last year. Tied for the 2nd most in the NFL. They vowed new techniques, a few new players, but so far, not quite getting it done.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Herbert on 1st down now. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Kelly. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Herbert. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Now a second down and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton there to make the grab. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Humphries. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Fitzpatrick now. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Joey Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for L.A. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick and the rest of the Washington offense back out onto the field. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker to change things up.
Exactly. Whatever the case, something to mix it up here. So that last pass CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. On the handoff, this is Brown. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert, a quick throw, but incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Herbert. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, it's Herbert. It's complete to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And Jared Cook's been doing this for a lot of years, the last 2 in New Orleans. The Chargers turned to him after losing Hunter Henry to New England in free agency, and they made a nice decision.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start out in Indy, Seattle in town for the season opener against Indianapolis. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On second down, Eckler takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. It's Eckler again. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for L.A. Here comes Humphries on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. First possession of the second half now for Washington. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. And this is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And that nearly their first pick of the game. But it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And Thomas has it. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Fitzpatrick. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Funchess has it complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here is Eckler. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
From the gun, Herbert, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Herbert. Open man is Trey Burton. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Herbert throwing again. It's caught by Funchess. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. A give. This is Kelly. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Washington ready to try again on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. 15
yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Now Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
From the 41, Fitzpatrick. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick. Looking left sideline, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he will get him down a couple yards.